Hello there everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Weekly Bricks, and welcome back to another LEGO video. Now today, I'm going to be talking about the recently revealed LEGO Minifigures Disney 100 series, which might just be the best CMF series we've ever gotten. I'll be going through all 18 minifigures in this series and discuss what I think about them. Now I hope you all are doing well. If you haven't already, be sure to drop a like on this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoy my content so you don't miss a single video. But now, without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to be going in order of the movie's releases, starting with the first Disney character ever, debuted in 1927, we have Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. It absolutely makes sense for him to be here. He paved the way for Mickey Mouse and many other animated characters. His minifigure is very simple, but captures the character perfectly. He has a new molded head, as well as dual molded legs. His accessory is a clapperboard that says Oswald, Scene 2, Take 1 on it. I'm so glad that we're finally getting him in minifigure form here. Jumping ahead 10 years to 1937's Snow White and the Seven Dwarves, we have the Evil Queen. This minifigure has some fantastic detail, with a new crown mold and two-piece cape. Her printing is very accurate, and the best part of this minifigure is her accessory. The mirror is captured perfectly on that shield piece, and the floating head has even been Legofied. She will go very well with the Snow White cottage set coming out soon. Up next, with 1940s Pinocchio, we have our first duo of the series, Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket. Pinocchio has something that no minifigure has ever had before, a molded nose on his head. It is a new piece, and it makes perfect sense, since his growing nose is probably the most recognizable part of his character. His new hat and hair combo piece looks fantastic, and might be all one piece with the head, similar to Ghost Rider and Firestorm. He's got great printing all around, and he has mid-legs, which are shorter than normal legs. His accessory is a fishbowl, which has a print of Geppetto's goldfish Cleo. Moving over to Jiminy Cricket, he has a new top hat piece, which looks really cool. His face printing has cartoonish eyes and a printed nose, and he has a fabric collar piece. He's got great printing on his torso and short legs, and his accessory is his magenta umbrella. It's fantastic to finally get these minifigures, such iconic characters that really deserve to be here. In the same year, from Fantasia, we have Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey Mouse. This is probably Mickey's most recognizable outfit, and he's probably one of the best minifigures in this series. Yensid's wizard hat is molded into his head, which looks perfect. His torso and leg printing are spot on, and his accessories are a broom and bucket, using the newer broom piece from Harry Potter. This version of Mickey was the first modern depiction of the character, and I'm so glad that we finally have him here in LEGO form. When the character list for this series was first leaked, I was disappointed that Minnie wasn't included with Mickey, but now that we have official images, I understand that Oswald probably took Minnie's spot, which I don't mind. From 1951's Alice in Wonderland, we have the Queen of Hearts. This character works surprisingly well as a minifigure. She has a new hair and crown piece, as well as a fabric collar piece. Her printing, especially on her face, is very cartoony, and she has the big dress piece from series 15 and 24. Her accessory is her Scepter of Hearts, and this minifigure ties in with Alice and Cheshire Cat from the first Disney CMF series. I really wish that the Mad Hatter was here with her, but either way, this is a great minifigure. From 1959's Sleeping Beauty, we have Princess Aurora. This is honestly a really well done minifigure. She has a new hairpiece, which has a hole at the top to put her crown. Her printing looks awesome, and she even has arm printing. Her accessory is an owl, and she ties in with Maleficent from the first Disney CMF series. This is a very simple but very good minifigure, and she will go very well with the Aurora's Castle and Maleficent's Dragon diorama sets that are coming out soon. From 1961's 101 Dalmatians, we have Cruella de Vil. She's probably one of the most iconic Disney villains of all time, so it's only right that she's here. She has a new hairpiece with her earrings molded in. Her face printing is very accurate to the character, and she has fur printing on her fabric fur coat, torso, and legs. Her accessories are her purse and Patch the Dalmatian, which is a new dog mold. I'm surprised that LEGO took this long to make her as a minifigure, but at the same time, I'm surprised that they even made her at all. Either way, it's awesome to get such an iconic character as a minifigure for the first time. From 1973's Robin Hood, we have our second duo, Robin Hood and Prince John. Robin Hood is a fantastic minifigure. He works extremely well in LEGO form. He has a new molded head and hat piece with a hole to put the feather on his hat. His printing is very cool, and he has dual molded arms and legs. His accessory is his bow and arrow, however his quiver is missing for some reason. Prince John has a new head mold, which includes his oversized crown. He has some detailed printing on his torso and legs, as well as his fabric fur coat piece. His accessories are kinda plain, using an existing print for a doubloon as well as a sack. This character really wasn't a good choice for this series. He's definitely not as iconic as the other characters here, and Robin Hood would have worked quite well as a solo minifigure. Regardless, both of these minifigures are very detailed. Getting into the more modern movies now, from 1995's Pocahontas, we have Pocahontas. Her minifigure turned out very well and is one of the very few Disney princesses to never be made into a mini doll for the LEGO Disney Princess theme. She has a new hairpiece which depicts her iconic hair flowing in the wind. Her printing is very detailed and very accurate, and she has her compass as an accessory, as well as leaves that are blowing around her. I probably would have rather had Merida here instead, but she's still an awesome minifigure. From 1998's Mulan, we have Mulan. The different colors of her outfit look awesome here. Her hairpiece appears to be the same one from her mini doll, and she has accurate printing all around. Her accessories are her sword and Cricky. I can't believe that LEGO chose to include Cricky over Mushu, but other than that, she's a great minifigure. From 2002's Lilo and Stitch, we have Stitch 626. Him and Mickey are the only characters in this series that are getting remade from past series. He has the same head mold from his other minifigure, but with slightly different eye printing. His torso, arm, and leg printing are simple but accurate, and he has 4 arms, a piece that has only ever been used for Rio Durant from Solo: A Star Wars Story. His accessories are 2 ray guns. His head mold isn't completely accurate, he's missing his antennae, but I understand that they just wanted to reuse that same mold. Overall, I wish it was a different minifigure here instead of a remake, but he still looks pretty cool. From 2009's The Princess and the Frog, we have our third duo, Princess Tiana and Dr. Facilier. These are some of my favorite minifigures in this series. Tiana has a brand new hairpiece with a hole at the top to put her crown. Her printing is very detailed, especially on her dress. Her accessories are Prince Naveen in his frog form, as well as a poster for her restaurant, Tiana's Place. Both her and Dr. Facilier are using the newer skin color, which works really well for them. Speaking of Dr. Facilier, he's using the same new top hat piece as Jiminy Cricket, with some printing for his feather and crossbones symbol. His face print captures his evil grin perfectly, and his torso and leg printing are nice and simple. His accessories are his staff and one of his cards. He's one of my favorite minifigures in this series, especially since he's one of my favorite Disney villains. This is an awesome pair that I'm super glad we're getting in this series. From 2014's Big Hero 6, we have Baymax. Now, this minifigure is definitely interesting. He has a simple head print with his eyes, and surprisingly detailed torso, arms, and legs. His accessory is his charging station. Going back to those arms, they look super lanky. They are a new mold for this minifigure, and to be honest, they aren't as bad as some people are making them out to be. As much as I love Big Hero 6, we should have gotten sets for that movie instead of only having Baymax here in this series. He would have definitely benefited from being a bigger minifigure, sorta like Axel from Nexo Knights. And we should have at least gotten his superhero suit here instead of his normal appearance. Either way, it's a very unique minifigure. The last minifigures from this series, from 2017's Coco, we have our last duo and the only Pixar characters in this whole series, Miguel Rivera and Ernesto de la Cruz. Miguel comes with a hood and skeleton face paint face print that can be swapped out for his hair and normal head. He has some neat torso printing and just a touch of arm printing, as well as mid-legs. His accessories are his guitar and Dante. He be looking real goofy out there, he's awesome. I would have preferred a new mold for him, or use the Santa's Little Helper mold from The Simpsons, but he still looks great. Ernesto de la Cruz is one of the most detailed minifigures in this series, with details on basically everything, especially on his new hair and sombrero mold and new guitar piece. They captured his look perfectly here. I kinda wish his exposed rib cage looked more like a real Lego skeleton, but there really isn't much to complain about this minifigure. This series as a whole is absolutely outstanding. It's more than I could have asked for this huge anniversary. I'm gonna try to get all 18 minifigures when it releases in May, and I plan on doing another video once I get all of them in hand, so stay tuned for that. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to drop a like on this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoy my content so you don't miss a single video. Also, feel free to leave a comment letting me know what you thought of this video, and any feedback or ideas for my future videos. It is all up to you though. And remember, stay safe, keep working hard, and always love one another. Have a great rest of your day, fellow brickers. Peace out.